It's time now to go inside innovation, brought to you by Allegiant, pioneering safety. Well, small businesses are at the heart of the NIIC, the Northeast Indiana Innovation Center in Fort Wayne, one of the trailblazers in Indiana's tech movement. With more on some innovative ways that the NIIC is helping serve small businesses and the entrepreneurial community during the pandemic in Northeast Indiana, pleased to welcome in via Skype NIIC CEO Karl LaPan. As always, Karl, great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Gary. Great to be with you today.
Hey, for those who don't know, and I mean it, you and a number of folks up there, the NIIC really pioneers in the co-working and innovation space in Indiana. Give us really a thumbnail model of the NIIC and what it's all about.
Yeah, sure. The Northeast Indiana Innovation Center is an entrepreneurial support organization, and we provide, all of the things that companies need in order to successfully start, grow, and scale their companies. And so we work with companies from the pre-company stage, when it's just an idea and you're moonlighting on it, to second and third stage companies that are looking at innovation as a competitive advantage and how they can help support and grow their core business.
Yeah, I know you're coming up on a 20th anniversary. Congratulations on that. I know you'll be celebrating that at a better time, maybe this fall when things have settled down a bit. But give us an idea, Karl, in your view of the entrepreneurial climate in Northeast Indiana and the vibe, if you will, in Northeast Indiana as we go through this pandemic.
Yeah, I think, as you see, not only in local communities like ours, but across the country, I mean, there's really a lot of trauma in the economic system. I mean, not to mention the health-related considerations, but also a significant amount of trauma on the economic side. And so especially small businesses, as we know with some of these new programs that have come out on economic injury and payment protection, they barely scratch the surface of the profound need that small businesses have. I mean, a number of studies have shown that just in the payment protection program, there's almost $1 trillion of need, and there's only about a third of that amount funded in the stimulus bill. So I think a lot of companies, the funding to get to a safer landing place is a huge issue as companies try to cope with how to do business in a world in which we can't connect on such a physical and personal way like we used to.
Certainly some sobering statistics out there that perhaps 1 in 4 businesses may be out of business going through this process. You, though, I know, feel as though this is a great opportunity for entrepreneurs and for innovators to recharge, reset, and retool.
Yeah, I think if we look at kind of where is innovation born, oftentimes it does come out of crisis. And I think, many companies are looking at businesses that they would have never considered or never quite connected the dots the way they are today as a result of having to deal with and cope with the pandemic. And so, I think it's important that, we pay attention to kind of emotional well-being and self-care for entrepreneurs, that we recognize that there'll be a normal. We're not going to just go back to the way things were. And there's also a real need to kind of reimagine the business in light of maybe some different ways that we'll be working in the future. I don't think it replaces both the need and the desire for social interaction, but I do think we're going to be thinking differently about how we connect, communicate, and message in a very impactful way what you might be able to offer to companies and organizations.
Great stuff. Karl LaPan, the CEO at the Northeast Indiana Innovation Center, offering lots of services online, virtually, to innovators throughout the state of Indiana. You can go to the NIIC and check that out. Karl, thanks as always for joining us. And again, thanks for all you do for Indiana as well.
Thanks, Gary.
All right.